And this is something we always talk about all the time with the prices of houses and people being able to pay mortgages off or not being able to pay mortgages off in this generation. I seen President Trump threw something out there that got a lot of people talking right now. I think he threw out the idea of a 50-year mortgage.
Nigga's crazy.
So on Saturday, November 9th, President Trump appeared to propose mortgages with 50-year terms, an idea that grew criticism from leaders in Washington. Now, the reason that he threw this out is because the interest rates and the actual cost of homes right now. So interest rates go up on longer terms. Extending the term of a mortgage from 30 to 50 years could drop your monthly payment.
Still gonna pay more though over time.
You're gonna pay more over time, but straight every month is gonna appear like you're paying less. So a 50-year mortgage, a 50-year amortization would cost $564 per $100,000 of mortgage versus $632 for the same amount for a 30-year loan. So what y'all think about this?
I think it don't make no sense. If you could pay if you got into a position to get a house and you can pay that for 30 years, you better off doing that because the interest rate is gonna kill you. You're gonna be down there paying maybe another $500,000 with the type of interest they got over years. Is going that money on the back end is you're not gonna win. They're not gonna make it for you to win.
So with
that's the point. So say a house is $700,000. In a sense, you're gonna pay maybe $3 million or something in total if you do the 50-year versus the 30. And if you can't pay a house off in 30 years, what makes you think you're going to pay it off in 50?
So basically, your monthly payment on, let's say, a $500,000 mortgage would be roughly $340 cheaper than what you pay now. Yeah.
Which, so it all depends on the person and what they're feeling, right? What they're making. Because for somebody, a $340 cheaper payment might be better month to month compared to paying $340 extra. You might not be able to feel like you can do that consistently. In my opinion, it's the same exact thing, 30 to 50, especially in my generation, because by the time people are getting homes, they're going to be dead before they pay it off anyway. So to me, it's the same shit, 30 or 50. I think it's stupid to go to 50 because if you're signing yourself up to pretty much say, I'm already in a market where I can't get a home till 40, right? And now I got a 50-year mortgage. So when do I pay this off? If I have kids, do they inherit that debt? Then they got to pay it off? Like, how does this work? You get what I'm saying? Over time, it doesn't really make sense to me. It's not a smart idea.
And this is a trick bag. When you pay your mortgage, a portion goes to the interest, and then a portion goes to your equity. The longer the loan, the less equity you get. So people's entire point of buying homes is to get equity in the home so they could use the money. They could take out money if they need to, try to get other property, rent it out, blah, 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 make some business moves. With a 50-year loan, you got less equity. So let's say on a 30-year loan, the first maybe 10 years is going straight to interest. You're not even hitting the principal. So now you got a 50-year loan, maybe the first 20 years is going straight to interest.
Yeah. And then what's the down payment look like?
Is it it's a cold trick bag.
And right, like you said, and it's so crazy because say you just came on the bag, you just want to drop maybe 30 to 50,000 on it. They still want what they want from the interest. Like you can't just put that like straight to just the house alone.
It's just crazy because you know, how will you, if we're getting homes at 40, that's just my only thing. When do you expect somebody to pay that off or how old? It just
nigga, they don't. It's a slave.
Yeah, it's
a lifetime ball.
You might as well rent. You might as well rent or stay in the whatever situation you got than trying to buy a home at this point, especially if they're gonna drag it out for 50 years.
You're gonna perish before you pay it off. Because the median age for homeowners, like you said, is 40 years old. So a 50-year loan, that's 90. The average life expectancy is 75.
And you, every lunch, getting McDonald's and all that, that's cut niggas back as well. So it's like
y'all not listening? 40 years old, you buy your first home. You have a 50-year loan. That's 90 years old. Life expectancy is 75. So you're expected to check out of Earth before you pay this home off. So you got a lifetime deal paying the bank. And people say, oh, you stupid, you're renting, you're paying your landlord's mortgage. Nigga, you're paying the bank. And you still have a landlord, it's just the bank.
And they know, it's crazy. They know based off the interest rate, they'll get more money out of you before you perish or when something happens to you.
And you're paying for all your own repairs, all your own services, like all of that is you as well. Over when you're renting, at least you have that covered. and you're able to take maybe the excess funds, and if you are smart with your money, do something with it. Whereas in this situation, you got to have something if the plumbing go wrong or electric or whatever it is, you got to be able to fix that. So,
and we're
I don't
talking
know.
about we're in a generation where they say the average citizen don't have $1,000 in case of an emergency. So, like he said, if your water heater go out, that's on you. Your plumbing go bad, that's on you. Anything that go wrong with the house, the electrical, that's on you. Most people don't have an extra $1,000. And you see a lot of the boomers making videos about, oh, how I pay my house off early. You know, if you just make one extra payment a year, it'll do this to the interest. And bro, people can barely make the payment that they making now. They don't have no money for this extra payment. So it's not the same as it was back then when houses was 100,000 and you could pay double payments and then pay it off in less than half the time. You can't do that now. You ain't making double payments and paying off a 50-year mortgage in 25 years on a $500,000, $900,000 house. It's not
Unless
happening.
you invested in struck gold or hit the motherfucking lotto, it's not happening. A regular 9 to 5 is not doing it.
It's not doing it. And that's not to count that when you do buy a house, your flexibility of movement is gone. So think about this. The job market, there's more people unemployed than there's jobs available. So now you got people that are willing to move anywhere just for work. So let's say you bought a house, boom, you lose your job to AI, and now you got to find a job. But you qualified for a job in another state. Well, you stuck to this house. Right. So unless you can get somebody to rent that motherfucker while you gone out of state, and even that's a risk because anytime they lose their job and they can't pay your mortgage no more, guess what? Now you got to pay both mortgages or rent over there and mortgage here, and you're not even making enough to do that. It's a cold trick bag. It's dangerous.
Yeah. I don't know. I get the sentiments of it. Like I could see being, okay, cool. That means I'm gonna pay less over time. That might feel like a temporary ease, but I think you end up ultimately in the same situation until we fix the income situation in America. You know what I mean? Until we fix the housing crisis for real, buying a house, whether it's a 30-year or a 50-year, it won't be the best decision you can do unless you're super, super, super right. Like you got to be super right.